Avoid these foods after turning 70. They may silently harm your health. Reaching the age of 70 marks an important milestone in life. It is not just a sign of longevity, but also a stage where the body demands more careful and delicate care than ever before. After living more than half a century, all bodily functions begin to slow down. Immunity declines. The digestive system becomes more sensitive, and the risks of cardiovascular issues, high blood pressure, joint problems, or strokes significantly increase. For this reason, what you eat each day is no longer merely about filling your stomach, but about nourishing and protecting your body wisely. However, it's concerning that many older adults continue to eat as they did in their younger years. They don't realize that foods they once loved can now become silent threats to their health. Some seemingly harmless or familiar foods may actually pose serious risks if consumed regularly after the age of 70. Many seniors fall into the habit of thinking, "I'm too hungry, I'll just eat whatever's available," without considering what they're putting into their bodies. This mindset leads to uncontrolled eating, poor food choices, and long-term consequences. Indigestion, bloating, insomnia, spikes in blood pressure or blood sugar, and in more serious cases, strokes or chronic complications. No one wants that to happen to themselves or loved ones. Therefore, understanding and eliminating harmful foods from your daily diet is one of the most practical forms of self-love. There are foods that seem harmless but contain dangerously high levels of salt, unhealthy fats, or preservatives. Especially when the elderly body can no longer process these substances effectively, they begin to accumulate and negatively affect the heart, liver, kidneys, and brain. Certain convenient and fast foods are packed with sodium, refined sugar, and trans fats, components young people may process more easily. But for older adults, the cost may be restless nights, chest pains, or erratic blood pressure. Additionally, dishes that are deep-fried, heavily seasoned, or cooked with reused oil are silent destroyers of senior health. Overindulging in such meals can overload the liver, unbalance stomach acid levels, and cause blood sugar spikes. No matter how hungry you are, it's essential to learn how to choose foods suitable for your body at this stage of life. Besides food quality, eating habits are also a critical factor. Many older individuals still have habits like eating late at night, consuming lots of starches for dinner, or skipping breakfast and making up with a heavy lunch. These seemingly minor actions can disrupt the body's biological clock, affecting sleep, heart rhythms, and even blood sugar control. That's why health experts often emphasize that for those over 70, eating the right food at the right time is just as important as taking medication. It's also worth noting that feelings of hunger in older adults don't always stem from actual physical needs. They may result from hormonal imbalances, lack of sleep, stress, or simply long-standing habits. If unrecognized, this false hunger can lead to unhealthy eating choices. Furthermore, foods containing caffeine, refined sugars, and mild stimulants should be limited or avoided altogether. A cup of coffee in the morning might bring temporary alertness, but can also raise heart rate, cause anxiety, and disrupt sleep. A small piece of cake may bring momentary joy but can spike insulin levels and leave you feeling drained. These effects are often overlooked but can have lasting impacts. One silent enemy that cannot be ignored is processed, canned, or fast food. Though convenient, these products usually contain preservatives, additives, and high salt content, all of which can damage the heart, kidneys, and blood pressure if consumed regularly. Seniors should learn to prioritize fresh, whole foods prepared simply by steaming, boiling, or making soups instead of turning to industrialized food options. Another issue is taste perception. As people age, taste buds become less sensitive, making food seem bland. Many compensate by adding more salt, fish sauce, or MSG to meals. Unfortunately, this raises the risk of hypertension, kidney problems, and water retention. That's why doctors often advise seniors to limit salty foods and use natural flavorings like herbs, onions, ginger, or turmeric instead of processed seasonings. Avoiding harmful foods doesn't mean meals have to be boring. On the contrary, once dangerous items are removed, seniors have a chance to rediscover balance in their diets, where fresh vegetables, whole grains, fish, beans, and nuts become steady companions. These foods help maintain stable energy levels, support digestion, enhance memory, and promote better sleep. Life after 70 can still be filled with vitality, joy, and peace if you care for your body proactively and intelligently. Learn to listen to your body, distinguish true hunger from emotional or habitual urges, and ask yourself before each meal, will this help me stay healthy or make me feel worse? Beyond avoiding harmful foods, maintaining a healthy lifestyle, eating on time, sleeping well, engaging in gentle movement, and keeping a positive mind also plays a major role in health protection. A cup of herbal tea in the afternoon, a warm meal with family, or a light breathing exercise each morning. All these simple actions can significantly impact your longevity and quality of life. Ultimately, the question isn't what can I eat to feel full, but what should I eat to live well and live long? After age 70, the body is like a car that's traveled thousands of miles. It needs to be well maintained, properly fueled, and protected from unnecessary strain. Don't let a moment of craving, convenience, or carelessness lead to hospital stays, medication dependency, or irreversible health issues. We may not be able to control aging entirely, but we can control what we put into our bodies every day. Sometimes, mindful eating is the golden key that unlocks a healthy, peaceful, and happy life in your later years. Growing older is a privilege not everyone gets to experience, and reaching the age of 70 is a milestone that deserves reflection, care, and renewed responsibility. At this stage in life, every choice matters more, especially what we eat. Food is no longer just a means to satisfy hunger or indulge in fleeting pleasures. It becomes a crucial tool to preserve energy, prevent disease, support cognitive function, and maintain a quality of life that is dignified and joyful. Far too often, harmful eating habits from earlier years carry over into old age. Comfort foods, processed snacks, late-night meals, or overly seasoned dishes that once seemed harmless, or even enjoyable, may now carry risks that are no longer worth taking. The body's metabolism slows down, the organs work harder to process toxins, and the margin for error becomes slimmer. What used to be a mild discomfort at 40 can easily become a serious health crisis at 70. That's why awareness is everything. Being mindful of what goes into your body is not about restriction. It's about liberation. It's about freeing yourself from the invisible chains of chronic fatigue, bloating, unstable blood sugar, and silent inflammation. It's about protecting your heart, your brain, your kidneys, and your bones from the wear and tear of poor choices. When you nourish yourself properly, you're not just surviving, you're thriving. Eating well in your 70s doesn't require complex diets or expensive ingredients. It calls for simplicity, balance, and consistency. Fresh vegetables, whole grains, healthy fats, lean proteins, and herbal infusions can do more for your health than any pill or supplement. Cooking with love, eating at regular times, staying hydrated, and savoring your meals slowly are timeless habits that support digestion and overall well-being. But food is only part of the equation. Emotional awareness, stress management, social connection, and movement all play a vital role in how food affects your body. A healthy meal eaten in peace and gratitude can nourish more than the stomach. It can soothe the soul. Conversely, even the most nutritious food consumed in stress or haste can lose its healing power. So let this be a new beginning, not a fearful retreat from what you can no longer eat, but a hopeful embrace of what you can still enjoy. Let your meals reflect wisdom, not habit. Let each bite be a conscious step toward vitality, not a reaction to convenience or nostalgia. Your body speaks to you every day, through energy, sleep, mood, and symptoms. All you have to do is listen. After 70, every meal is a message to your future self. Will it be one of healing or harm? Will it fuel a day of clarity, calm, and strength, or contribute to another sleepless night or unexplained fatigue? The power is yours, and in choosing wisely, consistently, and compassionately, you gift yourself more than just health. You gift yourself time, independence, and the joy of living well for as long as life allows.